3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Graziella TV. I'm your host, Graziella Barada, Miss United States 2008-2009.
Graziella TV. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my serving high. Graziella TV to my channel on www.graziellaTV.com. Serving up a hot dish of this and of that.
I'm here at the Style Coalition Fashion Event in New York City. Hello and welcome to Graziella TV. I'm your host, Graziella Barada. Today we're going to be talking about PR. No, I don't mean Puerto Rico, but I mean public relations. We've all heard the term, but do we know exactly what it entails? Well, I'm going to be speaking with Lisa Ajello of IPR Media, who's going to shed some light on the topic for us.
Excuse me, do you know what public relations means?
Do you know what public relations means? Is anybody in there? Do you know what public relations means? What does public relations mean? Here we are in the beautiful roller coaster studios in the office of Lisa Ajello of IPR Media. Thanks for joining me today.
You're welcome,
Or thank you for having me here today.
Anytime, anytime.
So, we're talking about PR today, public relations. Again, most of us have heard the term, but we don't know exactly what it entails. So, tell us a little bit about what public relations really means.
Sure. Well, public relations is definitely about getting the word out. I don't want to say publicizing because it sounds like the same thing as public relations. So some of you that don't know might get a little confused, but it's getting the word out on your business. It can be a product, it can be an event, getting your clients the proper press that they need. There's so many different ways of getting people out there. It just depends what the client or the product might need at the time.
Okay, so it kind of sounds like marketing, is that right?
It's a form of marketing, and it depends. Like there are some people that specialize. Some people might only specialize in public relations in terms of the fashion industry, or maybe the food industry or art. But I basically work with all different types of contacts and all different clients. I have clients that are in the fashion industry, some are in the food industry, some are in the music industry. I don't really want to be too specific, and I don't want to target and just be one area because I think there's so many different outlets and so many different types of people to work with that I'd love to try to bring their business to the next level and try to make them a success, and that's what it's really all about to me.
Well, that sounds really exciting. So are you the person that will send out I don't know what you call it, a news blast to a newspaper or a TV station about your client? Is that what you do?
Yeah, I mean, we'll send press releases out if a client has an exciting event coming up, or maybe there's a new product they're launching and they want to get the word out to the newspapers, or they'd like to get, a spot on a show, a TV show, to try to publicize themselves more. Definitely, that's who you come to, a publicist.
Well, you have the perfect personality for it. You're so bubbly and energetic, and I love
Thank
that. And by the way, Lisa is my PR person and of Be Unique, my company with my sister Liana. So she's doing a fabulous job with us, and we're so excited to be working with you.
Thank you, thank you.
So tell us some more about your other clients.
Okay. Well, you guys, of course, are amazing. I mean, Miss United States 2009 and her sister Miss New York, amazing people to work with.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited about all the projects you guys are working on. Also, I work with a bunch of people. I'm working with Unbutton Maternity and Unbutton Lab, which is an amazing maternity shop in Englewood, New Jersey, but she just branched out, selling all different types of merchandise in terms of the women's area right now, and she has amazing styles.
And my viewers have seen her before, so you guys will know what she's talking about.
Exactly. She was the Mommy Makeover.
Yes.
That's where we filmed that. It was amazing. And the styles that she sells are just like top-notch, cutting edge lines. So right now there's a lot of work to be done because she's branching out to new exciting designers, and she also came out with a new blog called Some Bunnies, which all of you should see. It's amazing. Somebunnies.com. And there's a lot of other surprises with Unbutton coming, but you'll all see soon. Let's see what else. A lot of other people I work with, some poets lyrical spoken word poet. His name is Griffin, and he has a huge crowd that follows him everywhere. He's about to take his whole entire poetry, spoken word, hip hop theme on tour now, and possibly tour the US, and it really is just an amazing concept. You know, it's throwing the whole old school bottle service away and focusing on like the soul, bringing soul back into the city and into the lounges, and yeah, it's totally different. The people recite poetry, they have a little hip hop, they have some spoken word. It's a different concept, and I really enjoy working with them. And there's another exciting client that I'm starting to work with right now. ValSecrets.com. It's an amazing site for women. She has a bunch of other sites that are actually in conjunction with that. There's Val Secret Kids and Teens, and it's something you guys should really look into. And there's going to be an amazing docu-soap in the fall coming out, which is going to be a reality series that's going to be starring Val. So it's really exciting. Oh, cool. I do work with some other music people. Just Evolution is an amazing Afro-punk hip-hop band, and they're going to be performing at Santos's Party House this Friday on Lafayette. They'll be touring all the colleges this summer, as well as going abroad soon. Wyclef might be one of the big headliners with them, so it's very exciting. I work with definitely a wide variety of people. We have Natalie from Chatter, who just launched an amazing social networking group for mothers and community, and I just think it's going to be huge. So everybody, chatter.com, stay tuned for that, because there's a lot of exciting news.
Well, she's definitely very good at plugging.
Yes, definitely.
And you have to be. So, can you give us an example of how you work with your clients? So you mentioned the news blast, right? What is that called? What's the technical term?
Well, I mean, we can do like email blasts. We
blast.
can do press releases.
Press release. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So, other than like a press release, are you kind of like the in-between person between your client and who they're trying to reach? Is that
pretty much? Like, for instance, Unbutton called, and they have a new shipment of merchandise in, and we want to see if we can get some press say on that merchandise. So we'll call a contact, say it's Extra TV Entertainment, and we'll ask them, for any of your upcoming shows, do you need any clothing, do you need any styles? And we'll send them a bunch of items, and then from there they'll plug us in a magazine. In Touch did a little segment with Mario Lopez and his wife, his future wife, a few weeks ago, so that showed Unbutton one of their outfits. And then now we're sending them a whole bunch of things for all of their spokespeople. So that's something that's great. And then they'll plug them on the show, which definitely brings them more press and pumps them up in the Google site.
Oh, yes, that's very important.
Yeah.
Well, I know like a lot of us performing artists and entrepreneurs who have businesses, we just don't know where to start as far as public relations. How does someone go about getting a public relations company?
Right. I mean, there's a lot of different publicists all around, like, the U.S. They're all over the world, but I mean, you have to find the one that's right for you. There might be somebody that just specializes in your industry, or just somebody that connects with you or has the contacts that you think might benefit your business.
So you have a really great background in fashion. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I basically started in the fashion industry. I went to FIT, and I was always in fashion buying. And I really liked it a lot. I had my own store for a little bit. I was a buyer at a lot of places. I started as an assistant buyer at Bloomingdale's, went to Taylor, Delia's Alloy, that was somewhat one company at one time, and I even bought from Buttons at a time. And I really liked it all a lot, but I don't know if I loved it. I felt like there was something missing. And I think the missing link was the fact that I love trying to make people happy and making them a success, and to empower people and their companies, and just somebody brought to light that I have a lot of contacts, I'm great with networking, and that they asked me to do a little PR work for them, and before you knew it, it just took off from there, and I realized that that's really what my first love was all of these years, and I never knew it until recently. And I'm just so happy and so proud to be part of it.
That's awesome. Well, sometimes you need to go through a process to really find what,
exactly.
What is you. And that's really cool that you did that.
Yeah, so I really love it. And then there's a lot of fun, exciting events we do too. Like, as much as I'll do fashion shows and events like that, and events with musicians, and I work with a spiritual author that's come out with a ton of books, who I actually love, Dr. Blanca Greenberg. She's amazing. The real part that I really love too is working too with a lot of charities. There's a bunch of events I have coming up for a lot of nonprofit organizations and charities, and those are the ones that really touch my heart. I try to also do a little work with Brides Across America, which was a company that gives free bridal gowns to troops and their wives so they can have the proper wedding they deserve. So that was really nice. We just did a little plugging and a little show on Channel 5 last week in the morning, so that was really nice. And things like that are the clients that really make me happy and make the job really worthwhile.
Well, you definitely have to be a mover and a shaker and a talker and someone with a lot of energy, and you have all of those qualities and more. So thank you so much for sitting with me and telling me a little bit about PR, public relations.
Thank you, Graziella, for having me.
You're very welcome, and tell everyone where they can go to find you.
www.iprmedia.com.
Like I, right?
Like I,
Your
you got
beautiful
it. That's it. Thank you, Graziella.
Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.